This has taken a lot longer than it should have. Hello everyone, and finally, welcome to the Q&A that I promised, like, 4 months ago. Again, I am terribly sorry that it is delayed this long. I've been trying to get used to digital art, and, well, I have been practicing a little, and I'd say I'm doing a pretty good job with it. I can improve, but I'm not disgusted by the work. Anyway, let's begin this Q&A. I know I got a few questions, and I'm gonna answer them. Also, like, I kinda procrastinate on the recording part, so if your name or profile picture happened to change during these 4 months, sorry. Welcome back to Flambae has boring questions. Do you have any pets other than your cats? Well, here's my boring answer. No. Or, I mean, at the moment, no. At the moment, I just have my 2 cats. But I did have a dog named Logan, and she was a black Labrador, and I loved her very much. And unfortunately, she is no longer with us, but I'm glad I got to spend time with her. I also had fish. They didn't really last that long. What is your favorite animated television show? I'd probably say Attack on Titan. Like, to describe it, it's weird, but it's a good kind of weird. And it gets weirder, but again, good kind of weird. I'd say the show is like best for anime fans who aren't fans of anime. It does avoid a lot of anime-ish tropes. It does have a few, but it managed to avoid them a lot. And the plot, I really like the plot. Like, it starts out slow, but it gets better real quick, and it's genuinely engaging to watch, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Congratulations on 100 sub intro. That's awesome. And for my question, how did you come up with your Ghost OC? That's a good question. To be honest, I don't remember how I came up to it. Just one day, I was just thinking of like what I could make not my Ghost OC, but like a Ghost OC look like, and that design just popped into my head. Question: have you ever heard of Team Fortress 2 memes?
Yes.
Never played the game though, but I live for the memes. And the animated shorts on YouTube as well, those rock. Congrats on 100 subscribers! What kind of games do you like to play besides Shovel Knight? To name a few, there's Sonic, Kirby, Smash Brothers, Minecraft, Terraria, Animal Crossing, a whole bunch. But there are a few games I would like to eventually get playing too, two of which are Hollow Knight and Friday Night Funkin'. But other than that, yeah, those are my favorite games. What kind of content do you plan on making going forward in 2021? Well, of course, I'd stick to the norm of this channel, like memes and animatics, and like little presents I've made for the Twitch channel that I watch called Ovas, which you should follow because they're awesome. But for newer content, I'd like to give a shot at like, well, first, obviously, there's digital art. I'm doing digital art now, which means I can switch up animatics into digital art, which should at least help them look a lot better, because the camera quality in the original animatics are not really that good. But for like new content, well, I forgot to mention gameplay is still gonna be a thing. Like, I haven't given up on it. It just takes a while to add, but gameplay is still gonna be a thing. All right, I'm pushing this back enough. But like new stuff for the channel, I'd like to give a shot at rewrite videos for, you know, like story rewrites and like making changes to movies, plots and stuff. Like, I'd love to do that because I have thought of a few rewrites of my own rewrites I'd like to turn into videos. Other than that, yeah, I think I'll just stick to the norm and update a few stuff I'm already doing, like the animatics, turning them into digital. What is your favorite meme? I guess I'd probably have to go with Grumpy Cat, because I have unironically bought merch of it in the past, and those merch is mostly just like books and comics. And yes, Grumpy Cat made comics. And to anyone who's probably watching the video and wondering this, yes, they did have a crossover with Garfield. Yeah. Intro. Did you know if you get one Uncle Knuckles, you can get another one free? What? What? You're telling me I could have saved half on Uncle Knuckles? Now I wish I didn't delay this because I just bought 1,000 Uncle Knuckleses for no reason whatsoever, and now you're telling me I could have saved 500 bucks. Oh my god! Do you have any tips on drawing? Also, congratulations on 100 subs. Well, I guess the first tip I'd give is that, like, before drawing, like, make a base sketch for what the drawing's going to look like. So that way, like, if something looks off to you, you can simply just, like, change it. And for that base sketch, like, try and, like, do it lightly if you're doing on traditional, so that way it'd be easier to erase it. And, like, for digital, like, try and use a lighter color, so that way, like, when you're doing, like, putting in an extra layer so, like, you can actually start drawing over the base sketch, it wouldn't, like, overpower it or make it, like, super confusing on what line's meant to be what. And another tip for digital that, like, okay, actually, I don't think I'm qualified to give digital tips, because I'm getting used to this myself, but, like, something I've learned while doing digital is that, like, don't use too bold of lines, or, like, don't make, like, brush sizes too big, because, like, that Sonic and Aaron drawing I did, I am proud of those. However, they have very thick lines in them. And you can probably tell if you look at it closer enough, but, like, I have erased some parts of the lines so that they look more thin. But at the end of the day, like, they're still pretty thick lines. And, like, there's nothing wrong with the drawing itself, but the thick pen lines I did, that this gets in my skin. And for some tips for digital, not digital, traditional drawing, like with pens and paper, I guess, like, if you're going to, okay, so first off, like, this is mostly gonna apply to, like, colored pencils, because, like, I just use colored pencils for all the traditional stuff I did. Like, try and test out your colors. Oh wait, actually this can apply to things that aren't just colored pencils. This okay. Just try and test out, like, your colors to see, like, how it'll look like. Not on the drawing itself, but, like, on a blank paper or the back of the drawing. Like, test out, like, what each, I guess, equipment for coloring would look like, so that way you don't accidentally put in something and you think to yourself, wow, this looks off, this color looks off. And I guess if there's a color you want to have, but you don't specifically, like, it's not a specific color upon, like, your options. For colored pencils, I mostly just, like, I'd lightly, like, color in a little square with one color, and then I do it with another on top of that, so that way at least it'll kind of look like that color. I have done it before with some of my stuff, but yeah, I'd usually do that. And with that, I think we've pretty much covered all the questions you guys asked me. Thank you to everyone who asked me a question during that video that was released 4 months ago, and this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna say this. I am so sorry this video took this long to make. I already did the video explaining it, but since I'm probably gonna delete it because when this video comes out, TLDR, I was having difficulty, like, adjusting to digital art and getting used to digital art, and every time I made an attempt at drawing, I just kept, like, restarting it because I wasn't happy with the results, and I basically lost a lot of self-confidence in my art making skills. But, like, now I'm not as confident, but, like, I am more, I enjoy my art a lot more, and I do think it's a lot better now. Granted, I can improve, but I am happy with it. It was all that, plus, like, school for some reason doubling the amount of work I usually get. Plus, like, a lot of personal stuff happening in my life. All that combined probably is what caused this video to be, like, as delayed as it is now. I'm sorry to everyone who had to wait, and I really do appreciate all of you sticking by me and patiently waiting for this Q&A to announce. And if you forgot that this Q&A was gonna be a thing, fair enough. And finally, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I didn't think I'd make it this far this quickly. And I'm thankful to everyone who came and supported me and by subscribing to this channel and watching my videos. Like, I appreciate all of you guys for coming on to my channel and liking it so much that you want to subscribe to it and see more of it. That means a lot to me. And I am glad I've started this little fan base. Albeit very small, but maybe someday it can get bigger. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for 100 subs. Thank you for dealing with me making this video. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for watching. And I really do appreciate you stopping by and watching this. That's basically the same thing as thank you for watching. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll see you by the next video. Bye, everyone.